Coming up on the Elon Phoenix Weekly,
we hear from 3 coaches who have been at Elon for more than a decade.
We sit down with sharpshooter Lauren Brown.
And the women's soccer team tells us about their experience in Europe.
All that and more next on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
Good morning and welcome to the Elon Phoenix Weekly. I'm Matt Lee.
And I'm Alex Day. Thanks for joining us in your ESPN2 local sports break.
You know, it's never too early to look forward to the next year. We caught up with women's basketball junior Lauren Brown on how she's preparing for her senior season.
And hoop season might be over, but baseball is just getting started. Infielder Nick Cimorelli looks to carry over his strong play last year into his junior campaign.
And we sat down with 3 Elon coaches who told us what it's like coaching at Elon. Stay tuned for the Coach's Corner. You don't want to miss this.
Lauren Brown has grown a lot from when she joined the women's basketball team here at Elon. Now a captain, she is a leader both on and off the court.
In the 3 years that Lauren Brown has played for the Elon women's basketball team, she has truly grown as a person and a player.
She's become like our three-point threat, on the team, and a lot of coaches in the conference recognize the talent that she possesses.
LB is the type of player that everybody wants on their team, with a lot of energy and great defensive intensity.
She's a standout athlete with many great plays in her time here at Elon.
Off for the glass by Lauren Brown. The bank is open.
And she makes sure to bring that passion every day.
She is the one that you can count on to make a big shot when we need it. She's one that brings energy day in and day out to practice into the games.
Brown was elected team captain this year and was honored that the team recognized her hard work, dedication, and commitment.
My role, I feel like, on the team has definitely changed and continues to change, and so I feel like through that I'm able to, just try to do whatever my team needs me to do.
Not only is she an exemplary player, but also a role model for her team in everyday life.
Yeah, Lauren Brown has always, as a person, has always been so mature and, very focused in terms of what she wanted to accomplish both on and off the court.
I definitely kind of focus my leadership skills more so vocally, and so I just try to always, even when I'm not on the court, make sure I'm encouraging my teammates.
Brown's dedication to and admiration for her team remains a constant.
We have an amazing group of girls. I love my team. I love the other captain, Josepha, in essence. And it really is wonderful to be in a leadership position with such amazing girls.
We're looking forward to seeing Lauren next year in her senior season for the Phoenix.
Lauren Brown isn't the only Elon athlete on fire this season. Junior infielder Nick Cimorelli has had a stellar year for Elon baseball. We sat down with him to hear about how he plans to continue playing at such a high level.
Now batting third baseman number 5, Nick Cimorelli.
As a freshman, he had tools. He always had great bat speed and had some tools, but he's actually gotten more physical. He's gotten a little bit stronger. I think the biggest difference that you learn from being a freshman to a junior is how people are starting to pitch you and having a better offensive approach.
Prior to the start of the 2016 Elon baseball season, junior Nick Cimorelli received honorable mention for the 2016 All-CAA preseason team.
Yeah, it means a little bit to me. I'm not going to say I really dwell on it too much, something like that, because it's preseason. It's all about what happens in season. So I have to go out there and perform.
I think his name's gotten around our league a little bit as one of the better hitters in our league. So being named preseason all conference is an honor for him, certainly, but he knows, he understands that's just a preseason label. I think for all of us, we wanted to have those accolades at the end of the year.
Nick spent his past summer playing in the renowned Cape Cod League, and he is looking forward to applying what he learned there to his junior season.
It was an unreal experience. It's against the top caliber pitching, the best hitters, everything in the country. And just to play with those group of guys, it was a great experience overall. It helped me as a player. And just the experiences I take over, I've shared some stories with the guys, There's just little stuff you pick up playing with better players and older players that you can always help bring back to school.
Now that he is an upperclassman, Nick hopes to use his past experience to elevate his teammates around him.
Definitely want to be a leader on and off the field, lead by example. I don't want to be one of those guys that just talks to guys when they make mistakes or stuff like that. I like taking the freshmen out to dinner and stuff like that, so we hang out off the field. Just little things like that can go a long way, definitely.
His junior year, he stepped up in this leadership role. He's been a lot more vocal. I've seen him catching guys to the side. Some of our younger guys, we got a lot of freshmen pulling them to the side, talking to them about at-bats, about approaches, things of that nature. But he's been a lot more vocal, and which is what we needed. We felt last year we were a little short on some leadership, and he stepped into that role very nicely.
Nick expressed his excitement about the 2016 Phoenix roster and gave his thoughts as to why this team will be able to play more consistently than teams in years past.
This year we are pretty deep on the mound, and honestly everywhere we're pretty deep, offensively, defensively, just all the new guys we brought in, all the same guys we have. So I don't think we'll have an issue of starting slow or dying out towards the end of the season. I think the whole way we're going to be pretty excited.
Throughout his career, Nick has observed a huge positive transition in the team, which should make for an exciting season and future.
The biggest thing that's noticeable is this team right now. Definitely a group of baseball rats, which is what Kenny was looking for, which is what he wanted for this year, bringing in a lot of new freshmen, a lot of JUCO guys. Basically what I mean by baseball rats is this team will run through a brick wall for the guy next to you and to win a game.
Well, Nick certainly has started off the season quite nicely, batting close to 300 with 2 home runs. Let's hope he continues his hot start as the season progresses.
Coming up, we'll take a look into why we love sports today. Stay right where you are.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on your ESPN2 local sports break.
2 members of the Elon women's soccer team took part in the Holocaust Journey winter term trip, which traveled to 5 countries, including Germany and Poland. The girls felt a wide range of emotions learning about this devastating time.
I chose the Holocaust Journey trip because I wanted to learn more about the Holocaust itself, because I actually had family who was murdered in the Holocaust.
This past January, 2 members of the Elon women's soccer team participated in the 3-week Holocaust Journey study abroad trip, where they examined the Holocaust in depth by going to its sites and experiencing all of the emotions of this difficult time in history.
I knew I wasn't going to do something like the Holocaust trip and visit concentration camps, and I've always been fascinated with the Holocaust, and having my best friend Alexis also going on the trip was a perk, and having her be Jewish and how much that means to her, it also makes it meaningful to me as well.
Visiting the concentration camps was very emotional for all who visited, and it is hard to express how they felt while there.
Personally, I wasn't expecting to feel as emotional as I did. I was just it was a wide variety of emotions. There were some times where I was super happy, and then times where I was extremely sad or upset and angry.
Honestly, it's really difficult to put the emotions into words, because until you're physically at the concentration camps and you're seeing everything that the prisoners went through, it's really hard to put into words.
Before witnessing the Holocaust Journey in person, they had not previously understood what occurred at that time.
I thought I had a lot of information about the Holocaust, but in reality, I knew nothing compared to what we learned.
I've had that typical high school class, about the Holocaust.
Prior to their trip, they participated in a pre-departure course while still at school, which had prepared them well to go abroad.
Our pre-departure class, we read a lot of literature about the Holocaust and wrote essays about that, and between that and actually going on this trip, it was so eye-opening to all the information we learned about.
Aside from the array of emotions they were feeling, the girls were still able to enjoy the trip and gain several cultural experiences as a result.
Prague, just because it had so much to offer, and I've never been there before, and it was just absolutely breathtaking, like seeing the palace and then like the view afterwards of seeing the entire city and going through Old Town. And also it was our tour guide's like hometown, and it was very meaningful to him, and he took us to places that he typically goes to, and it was just like an amazing thing to experience.
Prague, it was the last city that we went to. We went to Nuremberg after, but it was the last major city we went to, and I was just not expecting for it to be as beautiful as it was, and everything we did there, and when we were there we got to go to the JCC and have a Shabbat dinner as a class, which was really cool to experience that cultural experience with everyone.
When they returned, they looked at life in a different way and were thankful for everything they had.
It just made me have a different look on life and how I should appreciate everything that I have, because anything could be taken from you so quickly. Don't take anything for granted, because these poor people were living their lives and all of a sudden everything was taken from them, and they had absolutely nothing and they didn't know who they were. So just to appreciate everything I have, little or big, just don't take anything for granted.
I have a new look in general in life. It definitely changed me as a person. I take a lot of things less for granted. It absolutely changed my perspective on things in life and how thankful I am for everything that I have here at Elon.
Alexis and Taylor certainly experienced a lot on their journey, adding to the growing list of Elon athletes who study abroad.
And now our Cam Soselski is in the studio with our new Coach's Corner segment. Cam?
Coaching is a difficult profession. You spend hours of practice, at games, and on the road recruiting. 6 coaches hold a special distinction that is truly remarkable. They've been in Elon for over a decade. I sat down with 3 of those coaches to hear about their connection to the place they call home. Joining me now are women's volleyball coach Mary Temler, baseball coach Mike Kennedy, and women's track and field coach Mark Ellison. We have a few questions for y'all about your time at Elon. Coach Temler, we're going to begin with you. Why is Elon a great place to coach?
I love working at Elon because each year is something different, and I've been here for about 14 years, and just in my time we've renovated alumni gym, we have new office space, our academic study center is brand new, and we got a new coaching position. So it seems like each year is different, and at a time when a lot of universities are moving the other direction or staying stagnant, Elon just keeps moving forward.
Definitely. Coach Kennedy?
Yeah, for me, being my 20th year of coaching here at Elon, it's been, first and foremost, just the people, man. It's a great community. It's a great place to be where you have a sense of community and people that generally care about your program, what you're trying to do. The facilities, the institution itself, the campus, all those things make this a really good place to be. You can't walk through this campus, a day where I don't go, wow, man, this place is beautiful. So a lot of those type things, our facilities, our campus, along with the people that really make it special.
Finally, Coach Elliston.
Yeah, I tell you what, about the same thing. I mean, I've been here for right at 10 years, and it's a great place to bring prospective student athletes here to look at the campus, to see what we have to offer as far as what academically Elon has, and beautiful, just a great situation for young ladies that are interested in running track and field can come and be a part of a great growing not only university but track and field program as well.
Excellent, excellent. So Coach Kennedy, we'll start with you for this next question. Do you have a coaching philosophy or mantra that you feel gives your team a competitive edge?
Yeah, we do. I think for us in baseball and our sport, it kind of varies from year to year depending on your personnel, what your team strengths are, some of those type things. because we have to work specific to what we have. But for us, our big thing is effort and attitude. We talk about that quite a bit, and that's a philosophy that we stick with every day. We want our guys to come out, put forth great effort every day, and then if we can get them to do that with a positive mindset and a great attitude, then I think we can start heading in the right direction and hopefully have some wins.
Excellent. Coach Ellison?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same thing. You need to convince the team that they're there for a reason and that what they're doing matters and that their contribution to the team just helps everyone as a whole. And if everyone's doing their part and taking it seriously, working hard, and not only at practice and on the track, but also taking care of things away from the track, keeping the stress level out of their life as best as they can, keeping up with their academics. So it's all like an encompassing thing that if they're really taking it seriously and working hard, and I tell them, you're not going to get tomorrow. You don't know that. You need to work hard today because, time goes by so fast and you need to really appreciate what you have and your teammates and just do your very best.
Mm-hmm. Coach Stenler?
Pretty much what Mark said. I mean, work hard and enjoy the experience because it does go quickly. And if you do that, it's going to help you succeed in life if you get into those habits.
Excellent, excellent. So Coach Ellison, we'll start with you for this question. Obviously, y'all have been here for quite a bit of time. Do you have a favorite memory or something that really sticks out from your time here at Elon?
Well, I tell you what, that's a great question. There are several, obviously, that are really special, and that not only with the campus and the situations here that we encountered pretty much every day, but I think probably the greatest memory so far is just last year when our team won the CAA championship as the first year in the conference. The ladies were so excited, all their hard work paid off, and they did such a great job. But just to see, all the work they put in and all that they accomplished, and so I guess winning the CAA championship last year was a big, big memory, and it's pretty special still.
Great. Coach Stenler?
For us, I think, for me, it's winning the SoCon, the North Division, and the match we played against App State at home in Alumni Gym in front of our fans. We clinched it that night, and it was just huge, and they had to work hard to get there, and then to see them, get their championship rings was pretty special.
Coach Kennedy?
Yeah, been very fortunate to win 6 tournament championships or conference championships. Combining the two, we've been to 6 NCAA regionals, but I think there are a couple of things that stick out for us. In 2002, we got an at-large bid for the first NCAA bid for Elon University, and being in that locker room, watching the show, not sure you're getting in, and then they call your name, and watching our kids run and jump around full of excitement was one I'll never forget. That was very, very special. 2009, we led the country in home runs and made it to a regional and had a really, really good team, and that year sticks out quite a bit. And then our tournament run in 2013 was really special. We lost our first game in the tournament and then won 5 in a row to win that thing. So a lot of good memories, but a lot of memories off the field as well here at Elon. So it's been really special.
Fantastic. So now we'll bring it back around. Coach Stenler, start with you. Why do you coach? Obviously, you all have made great careers out of coaching. What motivated you to get started, and why do you love it so much?
I had a great experience as a player and had a lot of really good coaches that I enjoyed. And for me, I didn't know I wanted to be a coach. I was a business major and thought I'd try it out, and now I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else. But to give my players those same positive experiences, I really enjoy. And to see them when they learn something on the volleyball court for the first time, or they win a match that they didn't think they could win, or if they get, they go with their anatomy and they do well on their test, and to see the smiles on their faces is pretty awesome.
Excellent. Coach Kennedy?
Yeah, first and foremost, I love baseball. I love the sport, and I knew I want to be a part of that for as long as I possibly could be. And our players, I coach for our players. They're at an age of 18 to 22. A lot of people say you're crazy having to deal with that age. A lot going on in college, a lot of distractions, those type of things. But boy, you can make a really huge impact in their lives. And we try every day to start our practices off and end our practices with some type of thing that's going to guide you through life, and not just baseball. So being able to make an impact on those young guys' lives, and know that 10 years from now, 15 years from now, they call you back and say, hey, Coach, I remember you telling me this or that, and I really appreciate that. That's why we do it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what makes college sports so unique, just because of the time in the life of the players.
Absolutely.
Coach Ellison?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the same thing. It's just loving the sport of track and field, and then also knowing that, you know, through the time that you're with the young ladies that are on the team, that you're influencing them in a positive way. And it's a blessing to watch them grow and to get better at what they do, not only on the track, and just to know as a coach that you were part of that, to help, you know, kind of encourage them along the way when they were down, and help, you know, strengthen them when they're, you know, needing that kind of special something to help get them through the day. And again, it's long-lasting relationships. You know, you're there for them. You want to make sure that they know it's real and that you care. And so that's something that's always been special to me, is just to be able to be an influence and to help those who are, you know, wanting to be helped, and to encourage them to keep being strong, not only on the track but out in life as well.
Thanks to the coaches for their dedication to Elon. Next week, we sit down with the 3 other coaches who have 10+ years of experience.
Thanks, Cam. Personally, I love sports because they're unpredictable, inspiring, and entertaining. Stay with us to watch part 1 of Elon Phoenix Weekly's Why We Love Sports series next. The Elon Phoenix Weekly is made possible by the students of the School of Communications in association with the dedicated coaches, athletes, and staff of Elon Athletics.
Elon is known for its global citizens. This was the case even back in 1999, when Elon's tennis team thrived under its 4 international players. Take a look.
This week in Elon Sports history, we visit the men and women's tennis teams of 1999. It was an international year for Elon Tennis, with both teams sporting players from Bolivia, Germany, the Netherlands, and Thailand. Perhaps the global influence had a positive effect on the teams, as they both had great seasons, the men finishing 11-7 and the women a phenomenal 17-3. The international players definitely played a major part, with men's Andres Moll from Germany ending with a 12-4 record, and women's Imre Quast from the Netherlands ending with a record of 15-2. Furthermore, Elon hosted the Big South Conference Tennis Championship, making it the first Division I postseason tournament held at our school. And that's all for this week's look at Elon Sports history.
It's amazing to think about how internationally diverse Elon's team is even today. To put it in perspective, this year's tennis team features 7 international athletes from 6 different countries. Hopefully the men and women can replicate the same success of that 1999 squad.
To close out our show today, we're introducing a 4-part series reflecting on the nature of sports. The first segment takes a look at college athletics as a whole. Check it out.
Why do we love sports? Is it because of our love of games, of fanfare, of play? Or is it something more brash, a love of conflict, victory, and defeat? Or perhaps it is even in the athletes themselves, in the unique story and path each individual holds, a part of his or her identity. It has been said that college athletics are the purest form of sport, with competitors reaching the peak of their skill set while maintaining a fervent passion for the game and a tremendous pride for their institution. Coaching collegiate athletes possesses a unique complexity all its own, in that those at the helm are mentors for these young individuals, guiding them not only on the playing field, but also through life. The fans of these colleges and universities bring something special in their own right, where their loyalty is ingrained in their lifeblood. Fathers passing school pride down to their sons, mothers to their daughters, and unwavering love for their colors forever in their hearts. Play after play, game after game, season after season. The players may change, but the love for the game always remains. That is why we love sports.
Stay tuned for the next segment in the series, focusing on the dedication of the athletes. Matt, why do you love sports?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, you gotta love sports because it's a fully interactive experience. You got the athletes, you got the fans, you got the hot dog man, and all of it come together to just make a great experience for everyone.
If you missed anything, be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly.
You can also catch us on Time Warner Cable to catch us on demand.
Head to elonphoenix.com to learn more about upcoming games and exciting successes for Elon Athletics. And don't forget to tune in next time when we return for another exciting edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
On behalf of our producers and crew here at the show, we hope you have a great weekend.
And for the Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm Alex Day.
And I'm Matt Lee. Live the maroon life and go Phoenix!